Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Justin Davis, and we're coming up on 10 years of FPV and drone videos on this channel. And today, I'm happy to announce the People's Choice for RC Radio of the Year for the FPV community. You guys have spoken, and the Radiomaster Boxer seems to be the community choice. Not my choice this time. I decided to release the stats and the votes from our poll right here on this channel that you guys feel like is your favorite. And I would have to say maybe a runner-up to the Radiomaster Boxer might be the TBS Tango 2. And we didn't include that one in this lineup because there's a lot of new stuff out there that's in the competition, but this one still remains a crowd favorite, and I would say would be the second best choice. If it came down to me, this is my radio of choice for this year. I also had the Radiomaster Pocket in my sights for maybe the RC radio of the year, but it didn't compete with the Boxer in the People's Choice poll awards. So you guys like the Boxer the best. Most of you have bought this one based on my recommendation and my daily flying experiences. People also love the TX16S for all types of long-range flying, 7-inch, 6-inch, 5-inch, and even smaller Whoop drones. This one is a mid-size radio. It does come for $99 price point, which is also kind of crazy. It's cheaper than a Tango 2. I believe the Tango 2 was in the $200 price point range, but it does not do ELRS. The Boxer, however, can do ELRS and TBS. So that may be the reason why you would want a Boxer over a Tango 2. You would want Tango 2 if you're just going to be dedicated to flying all TBS and you wanted something that could be super compact. The gimbals fold down, and I talked to Radiomaster about this folding gimbal thing before. I'd love to see these foldable gimbals come to the Radiomaster. Pocket would have been nice, but that increases the cost for the gimbal production. They do have removable gimbals, gimbal sticks, which you can put on the backside of the transmitter. That's great for the Pocket. And they told me when I mentioned this that they had something kind of even better than foldable gimbals coming. So maybe that detachable version is a little bit better for you. This is just a quicker option, and it seems to work well for travel. So Tango 2 is still like one of the top choices if you're just going to go full-time for TBS Crossfire, nano receivers, and other receivers by TBS. Now this Boxer, on the other hand, you can get it for $99, like baseline CC2500. It will do multiple types of receivers. It would not do the ELRS version. If you want the ELRS version, that one goes up to like $139. But then you have the option of adding a TBS Crossfire module. And I would suggest using the TBS Crossfire Lite module. It has the full LCD screen on the backside with the joystick controller. And the coolest thing about, say, TBS versus ELRS, I've talked about this before, is that it does update the receiver to match the module inside your radio. So whatever module firmware you're running, you don't have to go and open up Express ELRS, Wi-Fi, or Bluetooth connection, or any type of pass-through, anything. Once you turn this on, it sees the RX, it will say, will you like to update? And you press yes right here on the back of this module, and boom, it starts updating it, which is freaking awesome. And that's why a lot of TBS people love it. You don't have to have a computer, a phone, or any kind of app to update your TBS RX. Now that is super awesome. And that's why people love the Tango 2, is because all of this works on both the module and the TBS Tango 2 and the receivers from TBS. Now that's super cool. As far as ELRS, the curve is getting a little easier. There is ELRS 3.0 out now, and 1, 2, 3, plug in your quad 1, 2, 3 times, go into the system menu and select bind, and you're gonna pretty much be able to bind up your receiver to your internal ELRS module, as long as it is on 3.0. So making sure that your internal module ELRS is 3.0 and your receiver is 3.0. If you're older ones, you're going to have to update the receivers. You can also use an FTDI cord, which can do a pass-through right straight through ELRS configurator. But I've been having pretty good luck recently with all the new receivers that are coming in for ELRS. They're just binding right up, and they're all updated now, which really is really great. So we're having a matchup between the radio and the receivers. But this is the max version. The max version's around $230 some odd dollars. But this one gives you a kickstand on the back, which is super nice because a lot of times I put my radio just like this on the bench and I work from it like this on the front. You can also shorten it a little bit, but it's long enough to just give you a couple inches clearance between the back of your TBS Crossfire micro module here, or light module here, and the bottom of the radio. So you can shorten it or extend it, and it'll fit pretty much most of the modules out there, should you choose to put a different style module on there. That also is a full-size JR bay, and it also accepts that 5000 series pack, which I use in here. It's actually 6200 milliamp. It's a 2S6200, and that's the one that I recommend. I think since I've had this battery, I've charged it 2 times. So I've been flying it all summer, and spring, summer, and now we're almost in winter time, and this battery has been charged twice. And I fly pretty much every day. So that's pretty cool. It's probably ready to be charged again at this point, but this Radiomaster Boxer, again, it's been the crowd favorite for everyone, and I think if you got one, you would really like it. The people asking me about these stick ends as well, they may still be in stock. I call them like couch potatoes, because it really feels like a couch for your thumbs. These are from a company called Bestem Aerial, B-E-S-T-E-M Aerial. You can look them up. I think they're about $5 for a set of these, and you can get them in different colors. Mine are the red ones with the spades on there, and I just love those. So the gimbals on this Max Edition, quite a bit nicer. You can upgrade with LEDs. You can also now get the clear version of the Boxer as well. So if you want to have interior LEDs, be able to see all the inside components, boards, and PCBs and things, you can get the clear version. But I just really like this blinged out version for myself. And this has been my #1 radio. And if you're on a budget, you could still get one for around $100. You can add ELRS, and you can add TBS Crossfire to it. It makes it basically a do-all radio, and that's what I'm talking about. As far as all the gear that I've had and tested, I want things to be kind of like a do-all type of solution for me, and that's what I need day to day. I need it to be able to do everything, because I never know what quad is coming in the door next and what receiver might be on it, or if any receivers. So it's always something I'm gonna have to set up, and this makes it a lot easier. It is very nice. It's upgradable, and they now have a detachable antenna. You can take this off and pair it up with the Bandit if you want for a 915 long range, which also just came out from Radiomaster. Get the Bandit or the Ranger. Either one of those are going to be awesome for fixed wing, say long range 7-inch, 8-inch, and 10-inch. But I want you to stay tuned on the channel too, and look out for some new cool releases from Geprc coming up, because we have some really cool releases coming up from Geprc as well. But I just wanted to drop in today and let you know what the radio of the year is. And I was going to pick this myself, and I was going to pick this over the Tango 2. I know TBS guys, I know, don't beat me up. I mean, they'll probably be waiting for me in an alley somewhere, but like the Tango 2, it is still my go-to radio if I'm going to go on a trip or go cross country, and I know that, like, hey, I'm gonna only take like a 7-inch with TBS on there, a nano, then I'll take this radio. Packed in my luggage, boom, I can do a carry-on, no probs, super small, and still total crowd favorite. But in this lineup, because I'm looking for the do-all option, and this would be my choice as far as the do-all option. If you want something that'll do everything, ELRS and TBS Crossfire, get the Boxer for $139, ELRS version, slap your module on the back, and you're going to be able to fly all your quads. So that is pretty cool, and it's a good price too. It's much cheaper than the TX16S or TX16X Max, but Max Edition is going to be a little more expensive. You want all the color and the bling, get a red version, and a variety of different anodized aluminum covers here. So it's up to you what you would like to do. You can check out our community poll on the Drone Camps RC YouTube page. If you click on community, you'll see that poll, and those numbers may change over time. But for right now, Boxer is the people's choice for 2023. Guys, I'm Justin Davis. Thanks for hanging out with me again. If you want to grab a Boxer down at the link down below, the channel will get a kickback, and I would appreciate it for bringing you all this information and trying to get all you guys together to fly together. Stay tuned for more FPV West group events, group flying events coming up soon in January 2024. Guys, I'm Justin Davis. Again, take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.